What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be telling you where I am moving next. At the end of the last video I had a pretty good idea of where we'd be going next because I got notification from some higher up people in my chain of command. As you guys know, I'm in the Air Force. If you don't know, I am in the Air Force, and I've been in Okinawa now for 3 years, and before that I spent 2 years at Shaw Air Force Base in South Carolina. So now it's time to move on. My 3 years is done here in Okinawa, and where am I going to go next? I got my computer right here in front of me, so you guys jump down and take a look at this. So as you guys can see right here on the screen, this is Okinawa, Japan, where we've been for the last 3 years. Zoom out and you'll see how far we really are from mainland Japan and how much it really takes to get up here. And that's why when some of you guys ask, why don't you go to these meets or go visit some of these places, is because this is the Japan you think of. And down here on this teeny little, about 70-mile long island, and at its biggest width, I think it's like 5 or 6 miles. It's not a very big island, and there's not a whole lot of stuff to get into. But we are done with Japan, unfortunately. I do love Japan, and I know we'll be back, whether it's with me being a civilian or me coming back with the military. I know I'll be back in Japan for sure. But now we have to venture across the Pacific Ocean here and head over to the United States of America. Now, there was a few places on this map that I thought I might be going before I actually found out. There was some potential for Wisconsin. Unfortunately, it's not there. I was really hoping for Charleston as well because I'm from South Carolina, but it's not there either. It was actually nothing that was on my preferred list of where I want to go, but sometimes with the Air Force, that's just what happens. This next place we're going to be going is going to be quite the new experience. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and show you guys where we're going to be living. Got the whole states right here, and we're going to be all the way up here in North Dakota. Right here in Minot. Right now in Minot, I think it's like negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of negative 30. I have never experienced negative temperatures in my life, so this is going to be really, really big eye-opener for me. So right here on the map is Minot Air Force Base, the little red marker. It's about 16 miles north of the actual town of Minot, and it's also about 30 miles south of Canada. So I definitely plan on going and visiting Canada while we're there. I'm going to be in Minot for at least a year, probably more. I only have a year left on my contract with the military, but I'm probably going to go ahead and extend that or even possibly re-enlist. So I'll definitely be in Minot for the next year though, and who knows after that. So if there's any of you guys in Minot, that would be awesome. I know of a couple people, Brett, I talked to him, he's been kind of my contact there, letting me know what it's like. And I know that there was another subscriber that was talking to Brett in the comments of a video a couple videos ago. So if any of you guys are in Minot, comment below, let me know, and we're definitely going to have to do some meetups because I hear the car scene's not the best, but I hear it's pretty good down in Bismarck. So we're going to do the best we can and make the best of it and try to really experience the car scene. Minot has a dirt track. I know they have that.
Green flag is waving at Minot. In the turn one, David Gravel jumps up to the top. He is challenged down low by the 49 of Brad Sweet. Gravel leads down the back straightaway. Sweet in second. Donnie Schatz in third. Shane Stewart in fourth.
And also an 8th mile drag strip. So we'll definitely be visiting that occasionally. But it's not going to be Japan. The car content is not going to be nearly the same. Luckily, the big question is, am I taking my GTR? And of course I'm going to be taking the GTR. It is going to be put on a boat probably sometime in April and should arrive in either, I'm not sure which port it's going to go to yet. There's either 2 ports that is pretty close to the same distance from Minot. Either the one in Seattle, Washington, or one down near, I think, St. Louis, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, yeah, you can see here on the screen right now, it is right near St. Louis. It's actually over the border in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. So I'll be in that area as well, probably. That one's like 100 miles shorter than the port in Washington, so I would suspect they're going to send it there. So also, if there's any subscribers in the St. Louis area that would like to meet up, I believe I know a few people there. Ryan, I think you're from there if I remember correctly. But I would definitely like to do a meetup there if that is where the car ends up going, which I'm pretty sure it will be. Unfortunately, we won't be able to keep the Evo. It's not old enough to ship back to the States, and shipping or storing it and then shipping it would cost a fortune. So we're probably going to be selling that also in the month of April. So if any of you guys are in Okinawa, or if any of you guys are inbound to Okinawa, we'll be trying to sell that, probably listing it in April, and it would be available sometime around the last month of April. Now, I'll also be taking some leave before we head to Minot, and I'll be taking leave right here in Easley, South Carolina. I'll be there probably for about a month. I'll probably take about 30 days of leave. So also, if we have any subscribers there, I know I've been in contact with a few of you guys because that's my hometown, and I know there's some subscribers in the area, so I would definitely like to do a meetup there if we have time while I'm on leave. Now, potentially I would even be down to possibly even do another meetup somewhere along the way, because I'll have this giant 25 to 26 hour trip from South Carolina all the way up to Minot. I'm going to be driving that. The plan is to get back to Easley in that area in the upstate South Carolina and probably buy an SUV, something like a Tahoe, something with a lot of towing power so that we can tow the FRS to Minot and then have both cars there, and then whenever the GTR comes in, take the Tahoe wherever the GTR comes in and tow that back to Minot. So, I mean, as you guys can see right here along the route, there's lots of big cities we'd be stopping in: Asheville, Knoxville, Louisville, Indianapolis, Chicago, Minneapolis, and then all the way up to Minot, North Dakota. I'm super excited about the move. I'm obviously gonna miss Japan a lot. It's been an amazing country to live in. I would put it up there right on par with the US, if not, I mean, I don't want to say better about my home country, but Japan is an amazing country. They have so many crazy things to offer that the US doesn't. The US has its pluses too, but Japan is just a great country, and if you ever get the chance, definitely visit there. And if you can ever live there, it's definitely worth it. But as you can see, we are all the way over here, and we have to move all the way across the world over back this way, and it's going to be quite the move. Right now, estimated departure date from Okinawa is probably sometime in the middle of May, maybe the beginning of May. I'm going to shoot for the beginning of May, but right now it's so early in the process of out processing Kadena and Okinawa that I'm not exactly sure on the exact date yet. But once I know that, I can kind of let you guys know that, and we can try to plan some sort of meetup. But just because I know where I'm going next does not mean that that is the end of car videos here in Okinawa. We still have about 3 months to cover everything else Okinawa has to offer before we get out of here. Still have to get the GTR ready. There's a few things I need to tidy up and figure out. There's still just a slight oil leak. Whenever I was gone for 2 weeks in mainland, it actually gathered like a slight puddle, you know, maybe like about as much as my hand. Not like a deep puddle or anything, just a little trickle that had happened while we were gone for 2 weeks, and it sat in the garage. And it looked like mostly clean oil, so maybe I just need to get another oil filter, because the people at the gas station here on base really don't know these cars that well and told me that this oil filter would work, even though I knew it was the wrong part number. So maybe I'm getting a little bit of oil out of there, I'm not sure. But there's also a return line or some kind of oil line down there that looks like it might be leaking a little bit of oil. So this weekend I'm gonna be taking it to the hobby shop and getting it up on a lift and trying to figure that out, and I'll probably bring the camera along for that as well. Other than that, it should be pretty much ready to ship. That's just one of the big things with shipping a car through the military, is you can't have any leaks or they'll freak out. The rear subframe bushing down here is still pretty jacked, but it has stopped leaking the goo from it, so I'm not too worried about that right now. I might just wait till I get back and I'll fix it there. If I have the time, I'll do it before I leave, but it's almost halfway through February and this car is gonna be out of here in probably a month and a half. And that's another thing with being in North Dakota. This car is gonna be seasonal. I'm not used to having a car and only being able to drive it during certain months of the year, but I've been told from my buddy up there, Brett, that I can expect to not drive my car from about the end of October, beginning of November, till about May. So I'm not looking forward to not driving my car for those few months, but I think it'll be really good for the car as well, so I can get a garage and I can just take this thing apart, replace everything that needs replacing, and maybe even start some sort of build with the motor. So while it is kind of depressing, it's also exciting at the same time, and I can't wait to put in some work over the winter on this baby. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain what's going on in life right now, where I'm going, what's going to be happening, how I'll be doing a little bit of out processing here in the next couple months, and might not have time for a lot of videos during the week to keep up like daily or almost daily videos. It might go back to almost weekly. I'll do my best to get videos out during the week and definitely try to get some out on the weekend. But just bear with me, guys. It's a little bit stressful of a time. I'm just really looking forward to actually getting back to the States. Like I said, I love Japan, but it will be really nice to get back home. But before I let you guys go from this short video, I wanted to do a quick Garage Defend plug, because I am still working with them. We've had a lot of success gaining interest here in Okinawa, and a lot of success kind of getting their name out there, because like I said, they're a huge shop in mainland Japan, but we need to help them get that name out there and help them become a little bit more worldwide known. And we've had a lot of success with that so far, and I'm really looking forward to keep on working with them. And if you guys in the States are interested in a car, shipping to the States is not that bad. A lot of companies upcharge on shipping just to make a little bit of a profit, but just contact me and I can let you know all the shipping information. And the cars, I'm going to show you a few cars right now before I let you go, and just let you guys kind of see what can be shipped back right now. This is Garage Defend's GooNet page. A lot of dealerships in Japan use GooNet to list their cars for sale. Not everything in their inventory is listed here, but a lot of their stuff is. They have a lot of beautiful R34 GTRs, as you guys saw in the Garage Defend video. Unfortunately, us in the US can't get those right now. Canada and Australia, you guys are lucky, you can get them. So if any of my viewers are from there, you know, feel free to hit me up about the R34s. I can give you all the info and pics on those. Or you can check them out here on the GooNet website, which I will leave the link to their GooNet in the description of this video so you guys can go back and look at some of these videos. I really like this R33 right here. It's really clean. Do a quick little feature on that one. Another thing is if you use Google Chrome, you can automatically translate any web page, so it's nice if you don't know Japanese. This is a really clean car. I really like the way it looks. Red in the R33 looks really nice. 95,000 original kilometers. It's got a pretty awesome rear diffuser on it that I like as well. There she is right there. I really like the way that looks. This one's got quite a few little modifications on it. I like the RPF ones. I believe those were the wheels that were on there. Really beautiful car. Lots of nice options added on for sure. Show you guys a couple more. This one right here is that deep marine blue. That's a pretty rare color. And they also have a midnight purple, which is also a pretty rare color. I think maybe 800, 700 of those were produced. A couple R32s. These two aren't quite, actually that one is legal. This one's not quite legal. This one's a 94, so it's not quite legal to go back. This 92 is legal to go back, 100,000 kilometers. And this 91 right here is also legal to go back. It is a 91 with 94,000 original kilometers. Asking $23,700 for this one. I'll show you guys this one because this one is legal to go back to the States. I've had a lot of interest on this one. A lot of people have been messaging me. I don't think this one will probably be on the website for too much longer. Really clean car, 94,000 original kilometers. Pretty much completely stock too, unmolested. I think the only thing on it is the Momo wheel and the Razzo shift knob, I believe it is. So it's definitely a nice unmolested platform to get started with if you're looking to modify, or just a nice one to keep stock if that's what you're into. Tons of pictures on here, and I can give you guys more information or pictures if you want to message me about that one. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time, but I did want to show this one right here, this R34 GTR in active red. Absolutely stunning car. This was one of my favorites at their shop when I went and did the video. Active red, I think there was only, don't quote me on this, but around 78, 79 of these ever made. So active red is an extremely rare color that you probably won't see on an R34 GTR in real life unless you come to Japan, really. Beautiful car. I love the BBS wheels on it. That gold and red combo just is amazing. This is the one I want. But right now in life, I can't quite afford it. But if any of you guys are in the market for an R34, let me know, and this beautiful active red, rare R34 GTR can be yours. Absolutely beautiful. That is pretty much going to do it for this video, though. I don't want to drag it on any longer. It wasn't a super cool, exciting car video for you guys this time, but I wanted to let you guys know where I'll be moving, and hopefully to end up meeting up with some of you guys and enjoying the car scene in the United States. The GTR will be back there with me, and I'm really excited to get back to the US. Even though I absolutely love Japan just as much as I do America, it will be nice to get back home. It really is a beautiful and interesting country that I will miss, but I know we'll be back, so I'm not too sad about it. Anyways, head to the description for Garage Defend's GooNet website so you can go view some of their cars. Hit me up if you're interested in any of those. Make sure you comment below what you guys think about the next duty station where I'm heading, and definitely comment below if you want to meet up in any of those areas that I talked about, because obviously I'll be in Minot, North Dakota for a while I'm on leave in South Carolina. If anybody wants to meet up in the upstate area, that would be really cool. And then also if I pick up the GTR right near St. Louis over the border in Illinois, that would be pretty cool too. But I'm gonna get out of here. It is just after work and I am ready to eat some dinner, so I will see you guys very soon in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.